Hey everyone, so this is my long-awaited, much requested video on how I do my foundation and contour and powder and all of that stuff. This tutorial is specifically geared to those who have a normal to oilier skin type, just because that is what my skin type is. It used to be much oilier than it is now. However, it has gotten a lot more neutralized, it's balanced more. I don't get as much acne, but this is also a very full coverage foundation routine. So if this is not what you're looking for, then I am sorry, but this is how I do my makeup when I go out. I typically go to bars and clubs and I like to dance, and you know, dancing makes you sweat. And I swear at the end of the day, my makeup still looks great. It's really a testament to those long-lasting products. So if you want to know how I do my makeup to last all night, please stay tuned. Okay, so this is me without any makeup on. I think the light that's shining on me is kind of making me look a little more red and oily than I actually am. I have a normal skin type now. It used to be more oily. So this tutorial is great for people who have normal to very oily skin. So I'm going to start off with foundation. I've already applied some moisturizer. I'm going to be mixing two different foundations together. I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay. This color is in Natural Tan 330. And this one is for the combination oily skin. And then I'm also going to be mixing in a little bit of this Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. This one is in, I believe it's in light medium. The two have completely different textures. This one has more of a whipped texture and it's supposed to last 12 hours, and it's a natural foundation and all that. This one doesn't dry down extremely matte. It does dry down most of the way, but I'd say there's still a little bit of dewiness to it. But you know, for going out and you're going to be sweating and stuff, that might not be the best case, especially in the summer. So this one dries down all the way, but because I kind of want a mix of the two, I'm just going to mix both of them on my hand, and then I'm going to apply the foundation with an e.l.f. foundation brush. So once I get all my foundation on, what I typically do is I blot off the excess moisture. As you can see, as it's drying down, it's still very dewy, and blotting this off is going to make it last so much longer, just because you're taking off that excess moisture in the product, and you know, you're allowing your skin to be able to do its own thing and become oilier without kind of ruining the look of the makeup. At this stage, I typically do my eyebrows. Right now, the color that I'm using for my eyebrows is actually from this Essence quad. This is the To Die For quad. And I'm using the dark matte brown just because I have dyed my hair a dark brown. And this is what it looks like, dark brown right here. So that's what I'm using. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, I will put a link below if you want to see that. So the concealer that I used to clean up my eyebrows is actually the Hard Candy Glamouflage concealer. This one is in light. And it's a very thick formula, but I would say it's not really for oilier skins. And you should probably have a really light hand when you're using this. I'm just going to be putting this on my cheeks and also underneath my lower lash line, just to kind of brighten up the area a little bit. I'm also going to put some down the bridge of my nose and also right between my eyebrows and kind of blend it up into my forehead. Okay, so once the base is on, I'm going to be taking a flat-topped kabuki brush. This one is from Royal and Langnickel. I believe it was $6. I got it at IMAX. And what I'm going to be using to contour my face is this NYX blush. This one is in taupe. It's basically what it says. It's a taupe blush. It's not shimmery. It doesn't have any glitters in it, and I'm going to be using this to contour my face. So I'm going to be picking up some of that, and I'm going to be concentrating most of the product right here, kind of, you know, right here in the hollows of the cheekbones, and kind of go a little bit round, like right when it hits my apple of my cheeks, but just with like the residual product so that it doesn't look super harsh. I also usually put it on my forehead and kind of buff it out there, just to kind of make the forehead look a little bit more defined and kind of smaller, if you will. I also take a little bit of the residual product again on the brush and kind of brush it right here where the end of my eyebrow is against the hairline. And usually I just kind of brush it along the side of my nose. I have a really straight nose anyways, so I don't really need to kind of contour it in a way that's gonna change the shape. I just kind of want my nose to look a little longer and, I don't know, thinner, I suppose. After that, I usually apply bronzer. This is the Essence Sun Club bronzer. It's for blondes, and it says it's called O1 Natural. It has a really nice smell to it, but I really like this one because it is a matte bronzer. It's just a little bit orange. On camera, it's probably picking up more of a peach tone, but it's just a light tan color basically, and I usually just put this along my cheeks, probably right over top of the cheekbone, not exactly, you know, where I contoured, but just to kind of make myself look not super pale, because I do have a tan on the rest of my body. So I just want to kind of match that with my face, and I do always put it on my forehead as well. I then typically set my face with a pressed powder. The one that I'm using is by Milani. This one is in 09 Natural Tan. It happens to be a pressed foundation, but it's not thick. It's basically just a pressed powder. I'm going to use it on a Nunu Fluffy powder brush, and this is going to just help blend all of those colors together, also to kind of seal in and alleviate any excess moisture that is left on the face from the cream and liquid products. And this is especially important if you have oilier skin and you're going to be sweating all night. You don't want your stuff to move. Because my skin has gotten less oily over the years, I tend to use a highlight more now than I did before when my skin would get oilier, because it was just too much shimmer. So I'm going to be using another Essence product. This one is a massive shimmer. It's called Bella's Secret. Of course, you can use any kind of shimmer that you'd like. I'm using it on this Nunu blush brush, and I'm just going to go right over the top of the cheekbone. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose a little bit. And you can also kind of put it above your eyebrow, like very, very lightly. I'm really just using the residual products left on the brush. I'm not really adding anything. And you can also put it on your Cupid's bow. For blush today, I'm going to be using a neutral rosy blush. This is Mocha by NYX. I'm using it on an e.l.f. blush brush again, and I'm going to be concentrating most of the product again at the back of the face, back of the cheek, mostly over here, and then blending it all in towards the front. There you can go on to finish the look however you like, with whatever eyeshadow or liquid liner, whatever you like. I'm just going to go for a simple look today. I'm just going to be applying some mascara. I'll be using the Milani Grandissimo mascara. It's got a massive, massive brush. If you are not good with handling massive brushes, or you always get, you know, bits of mascara underneath your lower lash line or on your nose or something, just go for something with a smaller brush. Now that we have the skin and the face all done, and you know, you can do whatever you'd like with your eyes, I'm also going to do my lips, and the lips are also going to be very long lasting as well. What I'm going to do is fill my lips with a lip liner, the color close to my lips. I know my lips look really pale right now, but this one is from Essence, and it's called In the Nude number 11. And I'm going to be correcting my lip shape as well as filling in the lips with the lip pencil. So I have filled in my lips already. I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild lipstick. This is 913C, and it's basically kind of like a neutral mocha nude. You can basically use any kind of color that you want on your lips, and any color of lip liner as well. I'm just going with a darkish brownish nude today. And this lipstick is extremely long lasting, and it's very inexpensive. So you really only have to put it on once. You probably don't even need to bring it to a club or a bar with you, but if you are planning on drinking a lot or eating, you may need to touch up like once after you apply it the first time. It's really that great. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this has been helpful for you, especially those of you who have oily skin and like to go out and party and don't know how to make your makeup last. And I hope this was helpful for all of those who were asking how I do my foundation. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.